After assembling this bike, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed. I love the quality. I love the look of the bike, the tires. The weight is not that bad. It's about 65-ish pounds in that range. That's with the battery in there. So now it's time to get the battery charged up, put some air in the tires. We're going to hit the road. I don't know if it looks like I'm hunched over much, but if it does, because I'm 6'3", and so I've got the seat up fairly high just to make it a comfortable ride, so I get nearly a full leg extension like this here. But so let me kick it in. I'm going to move it up to pedal assist 3, and you'll notice I'll pull away from the camera probably pretty quick because it kicks in. This thing moves. Now the brakes, I'm going to hit the brakes here. The brakes are mechanical disc brakes, not hydraulic, and for me, as long as the bike stops, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take it all the way out of pedal assist and see how heavy this bike is. And although this is a 65-pound bike, I've got 9 gears, and it's really not that heavy. So right now I have 0 pedal assist going at all. So I'm going to engage it again. And as we turn around up here, I'm going to go ahead and engage the throttle all the way and show you this thing is fast. As a matter of fact, 250 pounds, it takes me up to 25 miles an hour. All right, so I'm gonna hit the throttle here and just take off without pedaling at all. And then a quick brake. The throttle is integrated with the right side of the handlebar grip. And at first I thought maybe I might accidentally twist that or hit that while I'm holding on to the grip, but that's actually not the case. Works perfectly. Just nice smooth acceleration. You see me take off here. The gearing on this thing, it's got the trigger shifters, which is really smooth and convenient. I like that a lot. Take a left here. We're back in the shop. One thing I want to bring to your attention a little bit more closely is the keys and the battery. So the battery is right here in this tube, as you can imagine, and the keys don't have any other purpose other than locking and unlocking the battery. So the battery comes out just like this. It is a 14 volt, 13 amp hour battery that'll give you up to 60-mile range. And it's got a light indicator there to let you know that it's fully charged, and it goes on very easy. Just pop that and it's locked in place. This is what comes in the box. You've got a user's manual, got a front tire axle skewer, the charger itself, an open end wrench and some Allen wrenches, pedals, a rear axle cap, and a very nice seat that's got a lot of cushion. And actually I'm looking forward to that seat as opposed to what I've experienced in other bikes. Let me highlight a couple other things that will work from front to back. The tires themselves. The tires, these are 26x4 puncture resistant tires. So I've spent up to $100, $125 putting in liners and or tire leak goop in other tires when they weren't puncture resistant. So I don't have to do that with these because these are rated as puncture resistant. Inflate these up to 20 pounds, and these, along with the fork itself, really help aid in the suspension quality of the bike. So it's kind of a smooth ride. The fork itself, it's got a preload adjustment on it. I mentioned that before, and the lockout. So when I was testing it and doing some emergency stops, you can see the line right here that the seal came up to. not quite halfway up the travel of the shock. That was nice because I've almost buried shocks before. I'm 250 pounds, and on an emergency stop or something like this, I can almost take that shock all the way down. So I appreciated the preload on here and also just the stiffness of this shock. I don't want to forget the light up here. So the light is got a dedicated switch on it, and I think all e-bikes should have that because on most e-bikes, you either have to push the plus and the minus button, or the power and the plus button, or the power and the minus button. And if you don't ride at night a lot, then you've got to think about, okay, how do I turn on that light? Because if you get it wrong, it takes you to the settings on the LCD display, and you don't want to screw that up. So I really appreciate having the dedicated button on the light. And then it's also got a horn up here as well. And that's built into the light itself. The speaker's out the back, but it is a loud horn. Really nice. We got to talk about brakes if we're talking about e-bikes. This has mechanical disc brakes. I have no issues with mechanical disc brakes, especially if they stop me like this bike did in my tests. So I really appreciated the fact that when it showed up in the box, pulled it out of the box, I put the stem in and the handlebars, and they were already dialed in. And when I say dialed in, I mean I can lock up that back brake or the front brake, squeeze that all the way in as hard as I can, and I don't smash my fingers that are still around the bar. So if I'm like this, I've got two fingers up there and I squeeze that, it doesn't smash my index finger and my pinky that are already on the handlebar itself. For me, those are dialed in brakes. So they did a great job on the setup of this bike. The gears, I like the trigger shifters a lot. It's got 9 speeds on it, and I did not outrun the gearing on this bike. So the seat itself, I don't know that I'd call it an all-day seat, but I'm not changing this seat out. This is a really comfortable saddle that they put on here. Multiple hours at least, but by comparison, I have changed out every other saddle on my other e-bikes for a replacement. This one I'm not changing out. The rack mounts, I talked about having a rack when I was on the test ride, and here's the studs for that, and then you've got mounts down here. The 750 watt Bafang motor is a great job. The acceleration on this thing is impressive. And if I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it again. Everybody who's seen this bike has commented on how nice it looks. The display on the P6 is really simple. It's backlit, which is nice. You can see it in daylight really well. It's got the battery level over on the right side. It's got the mode, the pedal assist mode right there, and you can go from 1 to 5. It's got an odometer on the bottom, and then the miles per hour. And then when I hit the brake, it's got a brake indicator just above that decimal point there. And if the battery's too low, it's also got an alert on there for that and any other errors. And then the power button, the plus and minus for the pedal assist level. Here's the horn button, and there's the dedicated light button right there. And the cable management itself, they really did a super job because it doesn't scream e-bike like a lot of them do. They've really done a good job at sort of minimizing that appearance. And I think that's beneficial. I think the quality of bikes at this price point have improved greatly. And I think everybody has had to sort of up their game. And I think this is a good example of that. It's got all the nice features, and it's really well put together. It came about 85% assembled, and took me 20 minutes or so doing the rest of it by myself. And I'm just really happy with the whole bike. If you're shopping for e-bikes and the Hiboy P6 was on your list, I hope I was able to sort of give you the look and feel of the bike without you being able to touch it yourself. I would have no hesitation in ordering this bike. It came really well packaged, and it assembled easily, and I'm not disappointed with the quality at all. And this is a solid bike. I hope you found this video interesting and informative, and if you had, please do me a favor, hit the like button, and I'll see you soon. Hi.